Hello guys, this is Delicious here, and we're back for episode 2 of Frog Fractions. So, I have something to tell you guys. I played a lot more of this game, and I tried to record it 3 times, and Fraps killed my computer even once. Once it recorded the wrong screen, and once it just was audio. So I've actually beaten most of the rest of the game, but it's okay, I'll make it feel fresh for you guys. Okay, without further ado, let's start where we were. Oh yeah, Mars fractions are the best fractions. So now, let's head under. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long too. Like, every other day I tried after school, or, you know, during the weekend I tried 3 times. Like,
as conceived in 1632 by Portuguese printing press operator André Felipe, boxing was a gentleman's game in which 2 men would square off and regale each other with stories monotonous for days on end, until one of them fell to the ground from boredom or exhaustion. Over the next few years, the new sport developed a respectable following of a few hundred local socialites.
I know you guys have already seen this part, I'm sorry, but yeah, Fraps was just not happy with recording something inside of a, what do you call it? Inside of a browser window. It's really not something Fraps likes to do.
It was Felipe's son, André Felipe, who developed what he called the punching strategy in 1637, after seeing a schoolboy strike another in anger, causing him to fall down.
Walrus man.
When André Felipe challenged the then champion, British expatriate Sleepless Bill Bishop, to a match, Bishop was the odds-on favourite. You can imagine his surprise when, while he was describing what he had had for breakfast that morning, André walked up and thumped him in the neck, sending him down for the count, in the parlance of our time.
See, I have an extreme doubt that boxing started out with people exchanging pleasantries. But, you know, that's just me. I bet, you know, this is an educational game. They probably know better than me.
While it was universally agreed that the boy had violated the spirit of the game, officials were unable to find any actual rule that punching violated, and were forced to let the victory stand. This upset caused an uproar in the boxing community large enough to spill over into local newspapers, which drew the interest of many outsiders to come see what all the fuss was about. The newcomers were enthralled to engage in these borderline barbaric displays of human strength and skill, and the rest is history. After a few spoiled sport school moms, single-minded about safety, added the padded gloves, of course.
Yeah, of course. You did padded gloves, that's lame. Yeah, oh my god, guys.
Boxing enthusiasts fantasize
there's
about a newcomer that would drop the ring.
You guys need to play this game on your own. I went past the Cylon Walrus Man. I'm telling you, there's a Cylon Walrus Man in here. Not that you doubt me, because it's this game.
Often enter the ring with their crazy new trick, usually a variant of hypnosis.
Dude,
and though they've achieved the occasional victory, none of the gimmicks have been robust enough to make it to the big time.
Dude, I would love to go see a boxing match with someone who uses hypnosis, and then the other person uses fists.
André Felipe's original vision of boxing is still around. Gentlemen's boxing clubs can be found in cities all over the world. You can visit one most any day of the week, and see 2 erudite gentlemen exchanging pleasantries in the ring. Most people only come to watch a few hours of a match, and then leave. But every once in a while you'll find amongst your elders a stout fellow, a die-hard fan, who perhaps witnessed that historic battle between Felipe and Bishop, who for love of the sport must stay to witness the last glorious seconds of wakefulness slip away, only to return to fight again another day.
Spaceship! Yes! Dude, we're finally getting off frickin' Bug Mars. Hell yeah. So, now the game becomes a text-based adventure. Which I've already beaten 3 times. But it's okay. I love text-based adventures. Actually, I hadn't played many until this last week. And because I liked this so much, I beat 3 other text-based adventures on my own time in the space in between previous episode and this one. This shit is awesome. Okay, command module. Is that it? The rumbling seems to have stopped, and you feel the intense downward pressure let up. After a moment, you calm down enough to start taking in your surroundings for the first time since the seemingly dormant vessel sprang to life. Command module. The walls of the circular room curve to meet at a point that must correspond to the curved nose of the outer hull. Lining the walls, you see a porthole, a glowing display, and a control deck. A ladder leads aft. Okay, so I've played a bunch of these now, but for you guys, I will type help. Ooh, or I will not. This is a story that you interact with by using simple English commands. Some examples: look around, or just look. Examine ball, or just X ball. Inventory, or just I. Get wrench, turn knob, push button, enter phone booth, climb stairs, open box, read pamphlet, pour orange juice into glass, put plate on placemat, and finally, remember the adventurer gamer's maxim. If it is possible to do, it must be good and wise. That's really good advice. Okay, so let's look around again. Yes, so let's examine that porthole. Oop. Through the porthole, you can see the backdrop of stars shifting as the ship gently spins. The constellations are all unfamiliar to you. It's so cool. I'm sorry, that gets me, but that means we're way hell away from Bug Mars if we can't, tell what the constellations are. And probably really far away from Earth, too. Let's examine the display. A glowing green display shows a map of the galaxy with a destination you don't recognize marked and an ETA of about 3,000 years. We could wait it out. Looking closer, you see 2 on-screen buttons labeled Route Details and New Destination. Well, let's see where the hell we're going. Route Details. The screen spills forth a spew of steps such as spiral spinward at Spiral spinward at Spath System, far faster than you can fathom. Well, that's not helpful. New destination. I typed destination wrong. Destination. Bam. The nav computer dumps you into an interface so obtruse that before you even consciously process what's happening, you've hit the back button and you're at the main map again. Just like Apple computers. Okay, so I forgot what's around. Look. Glowing display and a control deck. Let's look at the controls. X deck. The control deck consists of an array of switches and a pair of joysticks. Let's hope you never need to override the autopilot, because there's definitely not frog joysticks. Can I try to push them? Joysticks. Nope. Okay, let's look around one more time. Oh, ladder. So let's climb the ladder. Climb ladder. Dang. We are in the captain's quarters. This area looks like an all-purpose living area. A sleeping pod sits next to a nightstand. A ladder leads to the fore. An oriental rug lies at the center of the aft wall. Okay, so let's examine the sleeping pod, because if we can just wait 3,000 years, it'd be easy. The sleeping pod looks like a bed with a lid, but you've got to assume it's got some sort of suspended animation functionality. I mean, right? There's a hole in the top, next to a gauge, reading empty. Let's examine the gauge. I wonder what it needs. Okay, same prompt. Okay, well, let's try to sleep in pod. You definitely can't sleep. You can't safely sleep until you're confident you'll return to Bug Mars by the end of the trip. Why the hell would I want to go back there? Well, I guess that's our destination we have to set up. Okay, let's look around. Let's examine that rug. This decorative oriental rug sits in the center of the room. Looking at it more closely, it doesn't quite lay flat on the floor. There's a significant dip in the middle. Let's rip that shit down. Move. Oh. Remove rug. Moving the rug, you discover a recessed hatch below it. Your point is going up by 2/5 of a point! Whoa! Yes, dude, our score is jumping. Okay, let's enter that hatch. Oh, well, let's open that hatch then. You have to work it a bit. Yeah. You have to work it a bit, but after you give it the wheel a few spins on the hatch, once you give the wheel a few spins, the hatch pops open. Let's enter hatch. Engine room. Nearly every surface of the room is covered with a sticky pink goop, which seems to be thicker near a gray machine sitting in the corner. A hole in the wall exposes a nest of wires. There's a hatch leading back to the captain's quarters to the fore. Let's examine the goo. A thin covering of sticky pink goo covers every surface in the room. How about we eat the goo? You're not hungry. What about tasting the goo? Okay, I get it. I'm not hungry. Let's examine that hole in the wall. Oops. Oh yeah, I can just type X, right? Peering into the exposed machinery, you can see what looks like an empty coffee can. You're guessing it doesn't belong there. Dude, let's take that. Cans are always useful. Uh-oh. You twist the can and it eventually comes loose, but you rip the insulation off an adjacent wire in the process. It begins sparking as it comes into contact with an adjacent strut. Uh-oh. You glance down at what you've taken. It really is just a coffee can. Oh, great. Can we examine it? Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Let's look around again. Isn't there a machine in the corner? The goop is thicker near a gray machine. Let's examine that machine. The machine consists of a spigot aimed at a flat platform. A high-run sheet of paper has been hastily taped over the base of the platform. Let's read that paper. This is the out of order note included in your game package. Okay, so it must be out of order. Let's pull it off. Pull paper. You rip the note off, leaving a fluttering piece of electrical tape behind and revealing a control panel. Yes! Hell yeah. Guys, the first time I went through this, it was seriously like an hour and a half, and I'm going to breeze through this in like 20 minutes. Like, it was... You have to play text-based adventures. They're so flippin' cool. Okay, so you rip the noof off, leaving a fluttering piece. Okay, let's... Tape is usually pretty useful, so let's take that tape. And let's examine that panel. Most of the control panel is rendered unusable by the pink goop. You see the row of buttons which you look like radio preset buttons, all but two of which are stuck. There's also a big red lever. None of these things are legibly labeled. What next? Examine... oh no, let's press the button. Press button. The raised button clicks into place and the previously selected button pops up. Local currency, says a robotic voice. Dude, we're gonna get some cash. Let's pull that lever. Bam! Machine whirls, dispensing local currency. A voice says. A thick stream of Zorkmids shoots out of the faucet, bounces off the flat platform, and scatters across the room. Dude, let's gather these. Gather Zorkmids. Bam! Pick up Zorkmids. Come on. Yes! You spend a few minutes gathering up the scattered Zorkmids. Your score's gone up by 1/3 of a point! Dude, I think we're gonna get like a whole point in this part. This shit is awesome. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. So we got our Zorkmids. Still haven't fixed the sleeping pod, and we still don't have a way home. Oh. Press button again. clicks in place and previously segment. Mom's specialty, says a robotic voice. Oh, I bet we can pour it into into the pod. It's like food, maybe? I don't know. It's Mom's specialty. It's got to be food. So let's put can under spigot. Oh, not pigot. Spigot. Pull that lever. Whoa. Dispensing Mom's specialty, the machine says. A thick stream of pink goop streams out. It mostly gets everywhere, but the coffee can does end up filled. You grab the can. A few drops land in your mouth, and you realize the flavor. Bacon milkshake. Oh, of course it's bacon milkshake. Atmospheric anomaly detected. A different voice says. A whirring sound ensues, and the bulk of the goop is sucked into invisible vents, leaving just enough goop floating around to be gross and annoying. Of course. Atmosphere purified, the voice says triumphantly. What next? Let's enter the hatch. Okay. Let's examine that pod. Let's pour goo in hole. You bring the can close to the hole, and the hole sucks the pink goop right in. The nearby gauge fills up. Your score has gone up by 9 halves of a point. 9 score halves of 4.5? Oh, I might be tripping. Whatever. Points! Sweet. So let's sleep. You can't safely sleep until you're confident you'll... Oh, okay. Okay, let's look around. All-purpose living room. A sleeping pod sits next to a nightstand. Nightstand! Well, we didn't examine it. Oh, why don't we just write stand? Bam. The nightstand offers a single drawer, which is closed. Open that shit. Drawer. You open the drawer, revealing a thick Dude, we got this. Read manual. It's a manual of the navigation computer in the command module. Yes! After leafing through it, you feel confident you understand how to use it to interface well enough to set us up for a route back to Bug Mars. Hell yeah! Let's go... let's climb that ladder back into the command module. Dude, 2 1/8 points. You see a point? Okay. Examine. Display. Let's hit new destination. You deftly plot a course back to Bug Mars. The engines roar, and you feel G-forces shift. The ETA reads 57 3/5. You run a diagnostic and determine that the vast majority of the time is going to be spent going through bug customs. Luckily, you can sleep through most of it. Your score has gone up by 3 1/3 points. Oh, so now I have to now I can go sleep. Sweet. I think we got this. Climb ladder. Enter pod. You try to sleep, but you can't. That bare wire in the engine room might start a fire. Oh, don't we have tape? Okay, let's go fix that. Enter hatch. Examine hole. Tape wire. Yes! 1 2/3 points. Hell yeah. Okay. So let's enter hatch. Enter pod. You lie down in the sleeping pod. You close the lid and drift off. Secure that 57 and sometime years you'll return to Bug Mars as a wealthy frog. When you wake, you're clearly not in your sleeping pod. You blearily glance around to get your bearings, and you appear to have been sleeping on a heart-shaped bed covered with roses. A voice comes from from the next room. Awake already? A wispy human member in a bathrobe and crown walks in. She bends over and kisses you on the nose. Suddenly, you feel your body shifting. Yay! She laughs and claps, and you realize you've been transformed into human form. Dude, a princess kissed me! Yes! Score! Oh, now I'm a human. Oh God, what the hell? What? How the hell? What? Dude, watch out, man! They are getting. What? I can't do anything. Oh. You awake with a start. What a horrible dream. You call your friend, Draggy the Flying Dragon, just to talk to someone. Hello, Draggy says. I just had the worst nightmare. You explain the situation. I'm not sure that a support group for human bug eaters is really going to do much. He's going to get much of a following, Draggy ponders. Maybe if we drummed up a little publicity first. I know just the PR agent. 5 minutes later, Draggy shows up at your door, dressed to the nines. He tosses a frog tuxedo at you. Put this on, babe. We're running for president. Dude, we're running for president. Candidate Top, what do you say to the allegations that you're not a natural-born citizen, that you're under 35, and that you... Oh God. It's DDR. It's DDR. Oh my God. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Oh, I gotta click the screen. That's what my problem was. Oh gosh. Button mash. Oh yeah. Button mashing. Oh, I'm literally button mashing. I'm just gonna press them all. Holy shit! Who on earth could do that? They're overlapping. Do 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 I'm a horrible singer. Come on, we got this. Oh yeah. We are gonna be presidents. Oh yeah. We gonna be president. Oh man, yeah! We smoked him. We're shooing for president. Holy shit. Our crown. Our crown. Bestie, Blue Burnett. Sir Clarence Gastropod. Ferdinand Croker. Flaps McQueen. Morag Hegilia. I have no clue how to say this. And introducing Draggy Solicitor as himself. Created by Twinbeard. Oh, it's over? Numerators and denominators.
Bug coffee, Mr. President.
Oh.
Heavy on the cream.
Oh. Hot and dry. Bug assets. A bunch. Constant produced bug more. Oh, 10. Dude. Don't worry, this interface is different. Bug software engineers are hard on working out Bug XL98. It's okay. How many pop-up banner ads do you want to purchase? Dude, 56?
I prefer something more, residential.
What the What the fuck? What the Wait. Well, I'll be right back, but I have a feeling that now I'm gonna be running a bug porn company, and I should have been taking the values I was entering much more seriously. Oh God. Peace.